Hey guys, I'm in Detroit, and most of you may be wondering, hey, what's in Detroit? I know, right? So I made a little list. I did a little research on what is in Detroit and all the things that make it unique and have special characteristics that you won't find anywhere else, which is good and bad. So I made a little list called You Know You're in Detroit. You know you're in Detroit when you do not need a blue light to see all the stains in your hotel room. You know you're in Detroit when even the concierge at the hotel tells you, do not leave the hotel without your Glock. You know you're in Detroit when your window view is of another hotel where in 1991 a Northwest flight attendant was murdered. True story. Look it up. It's pretty scary. It happened on February 17th, 1991. It's pretty legit. You know you're in Detroit when you're 19 and able to gamble in the casinos. You know you're in Detroit when you are surrounded by Motor City. Henry Ford, guys, which is now, due to the economy, one of the most unemployed cities, states in America. But don't worry, don't fret. I wouldn't end on a negative note. I got a bunch of cool stuff to turn that right back around. Some famous people who have been from Detroit, born and raised. Sonny Bono. Can you really say anything else? Madonna, who not only was born and raised, but she also went to University of Michigan on a dance scholarship. Music. It is home of Motown Records, which is probably one of the coolest places ever. Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, The Contours, Diana Ross, The Supremes, Smokey Robinson's, The Vandellas. Basically everyone who had 7 members and 1 microphone, but they still rocked out with the choreographed moves. NSYNC has nothing on that. Also home of very famous one-hit wonders from Billie Haley, Rock Around the Clock, and the Was Not, who had Walk the Dinosaur, and you know you all dug that song when it was in Flintstones, and the one where it was like that dinosaur with the gym shoes, what was it called? Rex? Oh, it was so awesome. You guys know you dig it. And then a little bands that are a little closer to our time, the Von Bondies, Suicide Machines, New Girl. Come on, you guys know you dug that whole ska CD. Sick! That's one of my favorite CDs from the Suicide Machines. The Verb Pipe, the White Stripes, home of the Dark Carnival, Psychopathic Records, ICP. I have yet to see One Juggalo, but Wicked Clowns. And also Your Man of 8 Mile Road, Eminem. Those ones are a little more common. It's also home of Motor City, so Henry Ford. But don't let that all turn you down, because if there's one thing you do when you're in Detroit, you need to go to Big Boy. Detroit is home of the Big Boy restaurants, and I literally almost shit my pants in excitement when I saw this, because it was time to max. Dear employees of Big Boy, you are Detroit, and I love you. You guys are awesome. Everyone there was so cool, and the food is so good, and I'm so stoked to come back next month. This made it all worth it. This little boy, it's official. So, remember in Austin Powers when he flew this to space? But I also, let's see, I hit jackpot in gossip magazines on the plane today. And that's really rare to find good ones. Usually you'll find like computer tech or something weird. But lately, in the last 2 weeks' news, the main focus has lately been on Jennifer Aniston and John Mayer, 2 of the biggest losers in Hollywood. John and Jen. Who dumped who? Finally, a baby. Jennifer Aniston's pregnant. And it's over. Jen's last-ditch gifts. So apparently you get gifts for being ditched when you're dumped. Hey, it's not really working out, but I got you a new car. Like, what do you get for staying together? There's also a couple things on Mr. Robert Pattinson, which brings us to our next topic. How was everyone's premiere? Did you guys all have fun on midnight on Friday? Sorry I couldn't attend, but I heard people were making Edward cupcakes and people were hanging out at Blockbuster and Borders, so hope you all got your copies and your special edition t-shirts and posters and all that good stuff. And some awesome news. I am one less girl you have to worry about who digs Robert Pattinson, because lately I've been seeing pictures of him where he looks grimy as fuck. Like, and usually I dig that, but he's long-ass fingernails like a crackhead. They're dirty as hell, and he's turning into an alcoholic. Like, he would only hang out with Natalie Portman for the whiskey. What? Like, Natalie Portman's a classy broad. What happened? So thanks a lot, Robert Pattinson. It was cool, but kind of fucked up, just a little. Um, Ladies, get the Bazaar magazine with Giselle on it. This is one of the coolest things. Aspiring models, photographer fanatics, which I know you all are. Peter Lindbergh, a really famous photographer who's done like Christy Turlington and Kate Moss and Giselle, Cindy Crawford, and a bunch of old school models, pretty much Naomi Campbell. There's a sick interview in here about the history of modeling and how it's all become, and it also has info on the up and coming models and interviews them. They're all like 19, 24, gorgeous girls. Which reminds me, March 25th, for all of you girls who are 5'7" and under, Chicago will be opening an open casting call for America's Next Top Model, and hopefully they changed the rules a little bit. I went to the New York casting, and since the mob fight, I'm going to have to do the one in Chicago, but I'm literally stoked about that. So if you have any questions, go online. I think it's cw.net, or just put in America's Next Top Model Cycle 13 on Google, and it should work. But that's really all. That's all I got for you. Hanging out at my hotel. Let's pray that Paul the Perv's not under my bed. Gonna watch some TV, read up, catch up on my gossip, which I love to hate and not really believe, but it does the trick. I will be back tomorrow. So live it up, love hard. Peace. Have fun. Your lady in the skies, Ashley. Right? Here's that awkward before the camera turns off. Should do the sneeze. We'll just give you a little mug shot.